had children also go through divorce and experience divorce symptoms. So there has been controversy whether or not a child comes out normal after a divorce, and so this is fought back and forth, as well as they begin to say that the child changes and is differently after divorce, so isn't the same kid that they started off with. This isn't always the case, but for the children that do suffer through this, experience divorce symptoms that aren't always the best, and don't help them with future life skills. So as known, I am a student here at CSULA and a first year, and I myself come from a divorced family. And so with that said, I decided to conduct research on this topic because I found it relatable and I wanted to go more in depth with what I know and what I can know. Divorce affects children in more ways than one, as well as affecting them in their daily lives. So with that said, divorce is, sorry. With that said, divorce is most likely to make children stress. So they see their parents going through all these fights, and the child just is emotional through this whole transition. They develop eating and communication disorders, as well as not investing in oneself. So as you can see, the child is spitting up the food. This kid is thinking bad about himself, and on that side, not devoting time in oneself, which means that if a child becomes hurt, or they tend to do things that if they do get hurt, they don't care as much anymore. Yeah, okay. And so, according to Dartmouth Undergrad Journal of Science on May 30th, 2010, it was said that 20% of children in divorced families, compared to 10% of children that are not in divorced families, have emotional trust issues and behavioral issues. Next, the children start bringing divorce issues that they had in the past in their future relationships. That can either be with family, friends, or relationships of their own with other significant others. And so a child, when they find somebody, they have, according to the Journal of Marriage and Family in 2001, stated that divorced children have difficulty dating or finding romance because what they've seen in the past. And so if they do find a significant other and say they get married, if divorce comes along, they'll accept it. They won't care if they're getting divorced. They'll just be like, okay, divorce, because they find it normal. So they don't see it as something bad. So they also can develop psychological issues. So they begin to begin thinking that it's their fault, which brings me to this article that states divorce hurts children, even grown ones. And this was on October 31st, 2011. So the children begins to take self-blame. So they think that they're the problem. They cause all these issues. And so this results in acting out, as you can see in that little kid sticking the finger at his parents. And also they become depressed. And so these are the psychological problems that are that become. And so first, I talked about how divorce brings stress to the child. Then I spoke about how children begin to bring those problems into relationships of their own. And last, I talked about psychological problems that they can develop. And so children who go through divorce might end up bringing that into their future selves, and it affects their daily lives. And all children learn from others' mistakes, but are still affected by this.